All right, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. Appreciate it. I was uh, I was actually hanging out with Hudson Valley. He had a live stream just before mine. It was actually funny, but sorry. So anyway, he had his live stream last couple minutes ago was pretty cool. They had a lot of sorry. Someone said no sound. All right, 5 by 5. All right, good. Thank you. I just saw somebody out of my corner of my eye say no sound. So anyway, Hudson Valley's thing was pretty fun. So yeah, I was enjoying myself, and then I realized that I had my live stream coming up, even though he mentioned it like 5 times. So, uh, guy, if there's no sound, it's got to be on your end, because everybody's saying 5 by 5 means they hear me loud and clear. And somebody else just said Melinda just said she has sound. So sorry. Other than that, guys, listen. So today's live stream, this can complicate everything, is referring to the gas issue. Irish Rebel, thank you for the donation, and happy Irish Day, by the way. Which again, guys, I break guys' balls in the firehouse about St. Patty's Day, being that they're celebrating an Italian. So the Italians win again, but that's just a small, a tiny history lesson on who St. Patrick was. St. Patrick has a huge story, which is I tell everybody they should absolutely look him up, research him, and read the life story of the guy. Pretty interesting, but yeah, I also found it interesting that it's an Italian guy and not an Irishman. But anyway, that's an argument for another day. You'll always get Irish people with that shit. The Italians win again, and so for St. Patty's Day, people should be eating pizza and lasagna and not corned beef. But let me not start that war on here. So, guys, today's live stream, we're talking about this could complicate everything, referring to the whole Saudi Arabia considering uh, changing their, I guess, denominations from from dollars to yen. Um, they have been working with this with the Chinese. Sorry, Saudi Arabia has been working with the Chinese for probably about 6 years on this, but they had accelerated their switching from dollars to yen within the last couple weeks, I guess, or the last couple months rather. Sorry, um, they would absolutely. And the thing with the Chinese guys is they would buy way more oil than we would. So that would almost box us out. I wouldn't say price us out, but it would box us out. And we would probably, on this end, from that, see a gas shortage. So not only are we seeing a hike in the price, we might see it's yuan. Is it yen? I say yen. Someone says it's not yen, it's yuan. 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 No, I'm not going to go there. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. So, guys, it will definitely compound situations later this year, especially if we start getting boxed out on barrels that we're buying. Now, I'm not sure if they will still let us buy from them. That's the one thing I haven't read anywhere. Yuan. Oh, yuan. Okay, not yen, yuan. Gwen. Is it Gwen or is it yuan? I tell you, one thing about this YouTube channel is I get English lessons from yen is Japanese, yuan is all right. Thank you, Chris D. Thank you for explaining that. I didn't know the difference. I really didn't. So it's yuan, and then there's yen. I thought yen was Chinese, but anyway, it doesn't like yuan. But what? Okay, I tell you, the English lessons I get on here is fucking insane. Like with deers, and then you guys like, it's not deers, dummies, deer. So I appreciate that. Gwen. Yuan. Gwen. It's yuan. All right. China is yuan and Japanese is yen. Listen, you would I had no fucking clue. Let's just call it Juan. So anyway, the Chinese money that makes. Let's start with there. Start from there, and we'll work our way back. Yuan. Okay. That is fucking funny. On with it. Korean. What is Chinese? You is Chinese. You want? Okay, all right. Somebody's gonna break it down for me even better in the chat section. So I'll wait till then because this is moving pretty fast. Okay, I'm done. This is funny though. I'm getting a kick out of this. Call what you want. Very good. The Chinese monies, if that helps out. Um, yes, guys, if we wind up getting, boxed out or priced out, if you will, because they're going to buy way more than we need, than we actually buy, sorry. Because they have way more people, way more land, way more vehicles. So this can absolutely hurt us. I'm not saying that it is, but I can see this turning into a bigger problem than what the media is actually reporting it. So the media is just making it sound like right now that China is just going to buy 25% more than what we buy. But I think that's going to hurt us in the long run. And they're not saying anything right now because they don't want us to panic. I don't know. They don't want us to start hoarding gasoline. That could be it. There's a lot of interesting things that are going to go down with this gasoline shit. Especially if they switch over and start using cryptocurrency to buy that gas or oil. Sorry. Um, we're absolutely, guys, going to see a problem with this down the line. I'm not promising you. I'm just. It's a bad feeling, and it's something that I'm like, all right. They mentioned it in the media, and then they went past it. They didn't say fuck it. With that, with that, we could see gas shortages here. We could see high. We are going to see higher prices as is. I think we're going to see even higher this summer, and gas shortages could definitely be a problem. So why downplay it so that they don't have people panicking storing gasoline like we saw? Was it last year where people were putting gasoline in plastic bags, right? The plastic bag gasoline thing, guys, was out of control. 400 gallons of fuel. Holy shit. Brian said a gas station in North Carolina was robbed of 400 gallons of fuel. So, Brian, when did that happen? So, guys, again, if that's any indication as to what might be happening later, that's a bad sign. And again, the media downplaying it is a bad sign. When the media downplays something like this and they go, we don't have to worry about it, we'll get it from somewhere. I don't want to hear we're going to get it from somewhere. You have to tell us where you're going to get it from. Because getting it from somewhere means you have no clue where you're getting it from. And Desert Grown, yes. People last year, when they had that gasoline shortage because of the pipeline jam up back, February, March of last year, people were putting gasoline into plastic bags, like plastic shopping bags. So, yeah. And then had one guy who was filling up his pickup truck. So he put a bladder in his pickup truck and he filled it with gasoline. Okay? And he filled it with a lot of gasoline. It looked like he easily spent $300-400 of gasoline. Right? So, that was the stupid part, guys. Someone said 1,000 gallons of diesel stolen in Texas. So they're already stealing gas then, guys. And Andrea, that's the easy solution. The Keystone Pipeline. That is the easiest solution. Yet, Biden doesn't want to go back on it because before I finish that sentence, Biden already looks stupid. The presidency already looks stupid. The country's looking stupid. So for him to go back and then say, you know what, we're going to have to open up that pipeline, which would give us the gasoline we need, he doesn't want to look stupid. As if he doesn't already look stupid enough. But I don't know what the holdup is. I mean, tuck your tail, suck up your pride, and fucking be like, yo, let's open this pipeline up. Plus, you'll be giving people their jobs back and all this other good shit that's good for the economy. But for some reason, he doesn't want to do it. Then Miss Skydive 11. Yeah, I could see that. And that's the problem, guys, with the gas shortage and or the higher prices in gasoline. The higher prices in gasoline, we're going to see it on our end again. We're going to see prices rise in everything from food, clothing, electronics, fucking deliveries if you use Grubhub or what's that other shit? Uber Eats. If you use any of that, you're going to see higher prices in that. You're going to see higher prices in restaurants because they're going to be paying more to get their food delivered to the restaurants. Supermarkets are going to raise the prices on food. So we're going to see this ugly mess that they're not speaking of now. So when I saw this, I go, wow, this is a bad thing. With that, they left it alone. They just said, yeah, the Chinese monies is going to be accepted by, or might be accepted by, the Saudis. And I'm like, that's a bad thing. But no one else is expanding on it. And why not? And that's when I fucking realized we could be headed towards a bigger problem down the line. Angry nutrient survival. I like that one. Thank you, Prepper. So, yeah, guys, this is seemingly going to fucking hurt big time. And so, let's just leave the whole nuclear thing out of this. Let's not even talk about that tonight. We are faced with something that's a little more worrisome with this. Because, guys, when you start pricing people out of shit, and someone said fertilizer prices are killing our farmers already. So they're going to have, right, and if fertilizer prices are killing farmers, guys, by the way, there's also a hay shortage that is happening right now. That's also that's going to start killing farmers soon. Right now, regular, I would say preppers or homesteaders, they're getting priced out of hay. And it's going to be exponentially bad when farmers start paying more for hay. And then again, we see it on the back end. So there's a shortage of hay. And by the way, I have to say, the hay shortage was brought to my attention by this fucking guy I do not like, but I have to give him credit. Unapologetic Prepper. He did his, I watched this video. Begrudgingly, I watched this video, but his video was spot on. For all of the research he did, I looked into it, and there is seemingly a hay shortage that is here. Not that it's coming, it's here. And homesteaders and people, let's say like myself, or Unapologetic Prepper, who has his own homestead, he's being priced out of hay. With that, we're going to see price rises on food from that. And then we're going to see price rises from the fertilizer that they're having a problem with. And now we're going to see price rises with gasoline. Guys, so that means food is going to fucking skyrocket. And people are going to be priced out of food. 50%. No shit. I didn't know. CR, I didn't know that. Not a cool. Unapology Prepper. Yeah, like I said, I got to give the guy credit where credit's due. I'm not that big of an asshole, but I can be. But he listened. The video, he did a good job on the video. And because he's like a super nerd with that kind of shit, he dived into it. But if you watch to the end of this video, which I'm not going to give away what he is planning to do, you have to watch the end of the video because it's a good plan for right now, and it's going to buy him some time. But if you are a homesteader, I would implore you I would suggest that you start looking into hay and making sure you're not getting priced out. And if you're about to get priced out, have a group of people buy hay that are other homesteaders buy hay as well, and you guys can get whatever the amount of hay you need to feed your animals for the next couple of years. That's what you might have to do. But anyway, guys, we're just going to see an explosion on food prices rise, and especially with meats. I think personally, this meat agenda that the World Economic Forum has, this is part of their plan, because it's just on the nose how everything is happening all at once. And I do believe in coincidences, but this is a little bit much. Everything is getting priced out, and then sooner or later we're probably going to see fucking mad cow disease come back. It's fucking swine flu come back. We're going to see all of these probably come back within the next year or two, just because they're going to fuck us when it comes to meats. With that, guys, do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, whatever the fuck floats your boat. You know what? If you feel like being nasty today, hit the thumbs down. Fuck it. It doesn't make me a difference. There are people actually who get mad about thumbs downs. I don't get it. So, even if you like what I'm saying today, fuck it. Just give me a thumbs down. Doesn't matter. So, guys, what are we going to do about all of this? Like I said before, and I'll say it again, this is why we continue to prep. We keep prepping. We keep, like, canning. I'm about to go next week, buy a fucking shitload of, like, shit meat, and fucking can all of that. I'm gonna can like you fucking wouldn't believe. I'm gonna can to my fucking heart's content because I want to make sure I have meat stored away in case shit gets astronomically high. Right now, when you go shopping, and a lot of us are seeing it and feeling it, when you go shopping, you're paying a little more than you were last year, and you're definitely paying more today than you were paying, I don't know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Preston Brown, thank you for that. No, listen, guys, not a comedian. I know I hope that I can make you people laugh. That's how I look at it. I don't try to be funny, but sometimes when I say shit and I'm like, damn it, you know? If you guys get a kick out of it, fine. There needs to be some comedy with the shit that's going on today. Shit's just fucking out of control. Yon Prepper, I do not shop at Costco, but I will be getting one of those membership cards with them, BJ's, and Sam's Club. And then I'll be doing my shopping through that. And I know that a lot of canners go to places like that to get a lot of meat so that they can can. So I might be doing that as well. Show us your cans. Southern Bell Teacher, thank you for joining me tonight again. And show us my cans. They're at home, you know, not here. So, yeah, I'm going to be canning left and right now. After watching that video, I'm like, holy shit, this can get worse. So, again, guys, everything that's going on, it seems to be like a dance right now, you know? And we don't know which way this fucking dance is going to go anymore. I know a lot of people can figure it out because they're smarter than I am. So be it. But right now, we don't know what the fuck is going to go on. All right? Well, I watched a guy the other day talk about, what's his name? Peter Pry, right? Peter Vincent Pry. He used to work for the National Somebody's Asshole, and he was in charge or part of the EMP Commission. And I thought that was interesting. And by the way, Trump signed an EMP protection, legislation back in 2019, and no one knew about that. A lot of people didn't know about it. I didn't know about it until yesterday. But anyway, so listening to this guy, and because he was part of the National Security Force, whatever, and he was in charge of the EMP Commission, and he knows about nuclear bombs and all this other shit, I gave the guy a listen. So I'm listening to the dude. I'm like, all right, yeah, that makes sense. And then I was like, wait, what? Then he started talking about how much better the Russian military is, and their weaponry, and their nukes, and their this and their that. And I'm like, what? Wait, this guy, is he? So now I'm starting to listen, and I'm like, all right, this guy's wrong. So, of course, upon further research, he was wrong about a lot of the shit that our military has in regards to weaponry and shit like that. And not to mention that the Russian army, they're still old school with a lot of their vehicles and their weaponry and shit like that. Russian government sunk the majority of their military budget into what is known today as a hypersonic missile, right? And their submarines and things like that. So the Russian military is still working with older gear. Now, who confirms that for me? A lot of you guys know who he is, Mike Glover, right? He does. He has a YouTube channel where he analyzes tactical military tactics and ambushes and shit like that, which you got to watch his channel. I think it's Mike Glover Actual. I think that's the name of his channel. So he talks about the military, the Russian military, and how old their gear is, and how like none of this shit, not none of it, but a lot of it's not up to date. So Russia does have a lot of good shit when it comes to nukes, missiles, and submarines, but the United States has a ton of shit that, well, guess what? They don't talk about. So when I was in Kentucky, there was a guy that knows about military weaponry. I mean, through and through. He says there's shit that the Russians should be worried about, but there's shit that we, as American citizens, should also be worried about. This guy was he knew everything about it. And he works in the field. And he told us about some of the things that are out there and some of the things he just couldn't talk about. Right? Obviously. That being said, guys, our response to nuclear attack will be fair. I'm not saying we're going to win, but it'll be fair. Now, there was a United States general 2 weeks ago on TV. Did I read it I saw the video in the news on my computer, so it wasn't on TV. But anyway, he said that we can win the war with we could win the war against Russia and China simultaneously. For him to say that, I was like, the guy in Kentucky was probably right. Not probably, was right. The shit that he said about what we had and that he couldn't say much more about it, I was like, all right. And that was what, a couple months ago, right? In December. Then the general says this. I'm like, they got some shit. So I'm a little more confident in our military's, what you call it, than I was a week ago. And also, I also forgot about one simple thing. There's a lot of black projects that went around and between Russia and China and the United States. So there's a lot of shit that each of us has that the other doesn't know. So again, it could be a stalemate thing too as well. Russia and China could have some absolutely barbaric shit, and then we could whip out our shit, and then everybody's like, all right, what are we going to do with this? So, yeah, I believe, and plus, if you look at the, what is that treaty? Not the START treaty, the other one, the INF treaty, right? The, INF. Let me look that up. But that treaty fell apart, deteriorated over time, over the last couple of years. I think personally, the INF treaty is the intermediate range nuclear force treaty between Russia and U.S. I did a fucking video on it the other day and I forgot. But anyway, that treaty sort of fell apart because both sides were blaming each other for weaponry that was being developed. I believe both sides were pointing the fingers and saying the truthful shit. Russia was blaming the United States for building weapons of mass destruction that went outside the INF treaty, and the United States blamed Russia for the same thing. Teddy Roosevelt, you know what? If I didn't listen to the guy, I like that by the way. If I didn't listen to the guy in Kentucky, I would have thought the general saying that was propaganda. But listening to the guy in Kentucky, I'm like, I don't know. You know, I think he was telling the truth, and I think we definitely have something that will surprise the Russians, but I think the Russians have something that will surprise us as well. So it goes both ways. Oh God, Fast Eddie, please tell me you're not one of those flat earthing dudes. He says space is fiction, nukes are fake. What are you gonna fucking tell me? You gonna tell me fucking, Rosie O'Donnell's sexy and fucking what's his name is an honest, great guy? Fucking Cuomo? Come on, seriously. U.S. will nuke Yellowstone and blame Russia. All right, Tyreza 79, not likely. Because here's the thing with the Yellowstone and the nuking Yellowstone, you fuck the world. To boot, I don't know. And again, I don't know anything about nukes and earthquakes, but there's a theory that it can cause it. I think if you were to nuke Yellowstone, you would fuck the world over 1,000 times. So I don't know if that's a thing. They would do that. I don't know if anybody would do that, because now you're forcing human demise if you do something like that. Care Chris said nukes will not set off Yellowstone. Nope. All right. Like I said, I don't know much about it. I know that there's a theory out there about nukes and earthquakes, but no one knows for sure. But if you know better than me, so be it. Russians don't take a dump without a plan. Yeah, listen, guys. I don't know if Russia has about. Russia fired 8 generals and lost another one yesterday, so that makes 9. So with that, guys, something's going on, all right? And if you look in RT News, they reported that as well. That's the Russian news source. So something's going on over there. We don't know. We don't know what the fuck it is, but something's definitely up. Some people are theorizing that Putin's a little frustrated. Could be. Maybe his generals are putting their foot down. Like, no, we're not going to do that. That doesn't make sense. Could be that too. Could be a little bit of mutiny in the Kremlin. Who knows, guys? But definitely something that's something's up. And again, we are not going to know the truth, regardless. Whatever the fuck it is, we're never going to know. But Alaska has untold amounts of gold. Shit. Nukes are bold or bad? Escape from Babylon. Listen, the the Biden administration, guys, it's you see how bad it is. It is so fucking bad that even Trevor Noah is like, yo, Trump wouldn't have let this happen. Trevor Noah, the cocksucker from South Africa, is fucking actually defending Trump. He motherfucked Trump for 4 years when he was in office, and then another year after he was out of office, and now he's turning around and saying, yeah, that wouldn't have happened under Trump. There are so many left-leaning assholes right now who are regretting this motherfucker in office. What's going on, North Shore Preparedness? Thank you for joining me tonight. And how are you feeling, by the way? Yeah, well, yeah, nukes could flatten the curve. You know what would flatten? I mean, you know what would bring world peace? Well, not world peace. You know what would terrorize America? Dude, if they clone Rosie O'Donnell and set her out nude into the American public, that would fucking terrorize people. Forget a nuclear war. Do that shit, right? Fucking Don Lemons, you fucking clone him and send him out into the public, chastising people and being an asshole. That would absolutely fucking terrorize America. Forget a nuclear war. You would welcome a nuclear war after that. Imagine fucking a bunch of Rosie O'Donnells running around fucking naked, just fucking screaming at you for no reason. Ugh, that would be fucking horrendous. That would, you would be like, bring on the nukes. You know, you would stand under it, waiting for it. If that was chasing you around the street, imagine. Forget a zombie. Fucking clone Rosie O'Donnell's. Ugh, that's disgusting. And if they made them radioactive, it'd be even worse. So, I mean, that would be something that to consider. I shouldn't even give him that idea. But that is, that would absolutely, that would terrorize us straight. We were like, all right, man, whatever you guys want. I'll even speak Russian at that point, right? I mean, for that to not happen, I would eat Spam. I would absolutely eat Spam just so that they don't clone her and let her run around. Just imagine this thing running at you and it's fucking jiggling and it's like, and she's yelling and you're like, what the fuck? Forget about it. And yes, Melinda, Biden is an embarrassment. Biden is an embarrassment to the entire world. Right? So, we are. Someone said, come on, Rosie O'Donnell's looking good, man. Okay. All right. Screw your freedoms. Get today. Arnold, screw your freedom was mouthing off again today. Yeah, well, listen, guys. They gave the floor to everyone. Right? Everybody has a platform now. Look at me. They even let an asshole like me on fucking YouTube and say what I want to say. So, everyone has a platform now, unfortunately. Speaking of platforms, did anybody see Sydney Watson's new video that she dropped today? I really don't want to talk about it, but hopefully somebody else saw that horrendous video. I think that was her worst video ever, and it was because of the subject she was speaking on was fucking horrendous. Someone says, but yeah, that was and dude, everybody and anybody has a platform now. I'm like, yo, so all bets are off. All bets are off with that. Sydney Watson. If you guys don't know who that is, you should definitely look her up. Oddball said, imagine sleeping with Rosie. Yeah, well. Ugh. Really. But, yeah, if you type in Sydney Watson and you look at her latest video, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just the whole everyone has a platform. This is why there's freedom of speech and then there's freedom of expression, and I don't know if this is freedom of expression, but it's pretty fucking bad. It's yeah. DL, I'll agree with you on that. Yes, Allison. Sydney Watson's also on You Are Here. Yeah, You Are Here channel. It's really good. Yeah, but that today's episode was like, yo, the AMSR. Right. She was talking about ASMR, but look at the kind of ASMR she was talking about. I would jump into a volcano, German ninja, before I allow that to happen. Mushroom Cloud like button. Thank you, North Shore. Appreciate it. Holy shit, it's already a half hour in. Fuck, shit, piss. All right, guys. So that being said, where the fuck did my notes go? There it is. Nope, that's not it. What's today? 17th? Yeah. All right. Yeah, today's Irish Day. I mean Italian Day. Excuse me. I'm sorry. War criminals. Yeah, the war criminal comment, that was a little on the nose, but whatever. They're all war criminals, man. So he's just calling it like it is. Uh, Tyrone, I stopped doing the videos walking around because I was actually doing them walking to work, but now I'm not at work anymore. But I am going to do those again. So when it gets a little warmer, which is probably like next week, I'm going to pick a couple spots throughout the city, and I'll do walk-arounds throughout the city, right? So whatever, I'll be at 42nd Street, then I'll go to the Village or 14th Street, or I'll try like a quiet block, walk around there. You know, I'm going to pick that up again when it gets a little warmer. Because there, guys, the crime here in the city is out of control. So, I'm going to do a video on it probably tomorrow, but something interesting happened 2 blocks away from where I live, or rather 3 blocks away from where I live. Wait. Yeah, maybe 3 blocks away, right? So, these assholes here in New York City, for those of you that don't live in New York City, we have assholes that ride on mopeds, dirt bikes, right? And they rip up and down the streets, and you can hear them for fucking blocks, if not miles. You can hear hang, 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 and you hear this group of dudes coming up the block. So anyway, 127th Street, right, is a one-way street going west. These assholes, actually, sorry, yes, these assholes were coming down, were going east on 127th Street while traffic was going west. A guy in a car, who's a 65-year-old old man, hits one of those guys going against traffic. With that, the motorcycle group or moped or whatever the fuck you want to call them, they all get off their vehicles and they start attacking the car. Well, for some reason, this guy had his fucking car door open, and they pulled the car door open, pulled him out, and beat this guy up. Beat him to smithereens. Moped gang. Yeah, I'm probably saying it wrong. Bud Ugly says, I'm from Queens. All right, very good. So then you know this bullshit that's going on with these kids and these fucking dirt bikes. Listen, I don't have a problem with the dirt bikes. I have a problem when you start acting like an asshole and then somebody accidentally hits you and then you start beating up people for that, right? So they start beating this dude up. They start fucking him up. I think his son tries to get out and help. They start fucking him up. And anyway, these 2 guys get their asses handed to them because they were following the rules. These assholes weren't, and they felt like they were entitled to the streets. That being said, I had already told the wife I'm throwing a bat in the car because you can't, you really can't bring an axe out because then, there's only one thing that happens when they bring an axe out. And then with that, she's like, my wife tells me, well, if you ran into that, would you have stopped it? I was like, yeah, I would have probably got beat up too, but I would have fucking jumped in and tried to do something, take the fucking beating off the old man. I don't know. But I would have done something, but I would have probably got beat up in the process. My point is that the city's falling apart. New York City releases, or rather NYPD releases the neighborhood safety team. So when they were called street crime unit, right, and undercovers driving in unmarked cars, they were pretty much like Billy Badasses, right? They ran around, and if you gave them shit, they fucking give you a backhand and take your gun and all that other bullshit. They got these fucking nerds in uniforms now. I'm going to talk about them a little later tonight on the Angry Truth channel. But they unveiled this group of people to stop gun violence. Gun violence is soaring here in the city, guys. Soaring. And, I mean, just crime in general. So forget about gun violence for a little bit. Now you got motherfuckers beating people up because they were going down the one-way street the wrong way. And the guy hits them by accident, and then they get out of the car. They get off their mopeds. Sorry, they weren't mopeds. They were dirt bikes and ATVs. Sorry, because now I'm like, yeah, they weren't mopeds. My bad. So anyway, This is what happens. So now the motherfuckers are wrong, and this is the shit. So a guy's doing something wrong, but you made it a mistake, and now you get your ass handed to you for an asshole being wrong, and then you made a mistake by hitting him. So yo, all my friends in that case, they're getting fucking the Louisville Slugger. Simple, simple. Now, whether I would have been shot or stabbed in that instance for jumping in, I don't know. Well, frugal fixer. Here's the problem. Here in New York City, there was an issue maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. Same thing. A bunch of assholes on motorcycles on the West Side Highway, and an Asian guy's driving. So he's like, minding his business, listening to fucking K-pop or whatever the fuck Asian people listen to, and he's driving, and he hits one of these fucking cyclists who were in his way. He was trying to get out of one guy's way, and he hits another cyclist by accident. With that, they start beating his car, and he hightails it out of there. He makes it all the way up to here, where my parents live, 178th Street. He makes it up here between St. Nicholas and Wadsworth Avenue, right? He makes it between those two blocks, and they start beating his car, and they broke his window, and I think they pulled him out of it. So now, again, cyclists being fucking assholes, motorcyclists being assholes, doing the wrong thing, and then, here we go, right? Criminals, or not criminals, but fucking assholes doing the wrong thing and fucking making innocent people pay for it. So this is all we fucking have in New York City, is people paying the fucking price. And Asian people are still getting fucking beat up because I do not know what the fuck's going on. I don't know why fucking Asian people are getting, crushed here like fortune cookies. I mean, every day now there's like some fucking new shit going on. I don't get it. I do not fucking get it. And fucking crime has skyrocketed, man. It's just it's fucking insane. What's his name is worried about his little gay street crime unit or whatever the fuck they are, and then he's not worried about Asian people getting handed their asses to them. You got dirt bikes running up and down the street. He wants to be a politician with handling crime. Guys, suffice it to say, you cannot handle crime like a politician. You have to think as a cop and be like, how are we going to fix this problem? But instead, he wants to be like, well, you know what? We're going to release this unit, and this unit, what they're going to do is they're going to go out in the street, and they're going to give hugs. And they're going to hug all the criminal, and they're going to hug the meanness away. This is fucking Adams and his fucking pussyfooting with crime. He's like, and then we're going to explain to them why they're getting arrested, and how, when they're getting arrested, could they please put their hands behind their back, and if they don't do it the first time, we will continue to explain to them why they're being arrested. This is his new police force. The fucking vaginas they have out there now. And any cop who signed up for his safety, his neighborhood safety team are fucking assholes. And I'm telling that to any cop who joins that fucking unit. Because that is a shitbag unit. That is a shitbag fucking way to fight crime. You cannot fight crime with hugs and laughter and lollipops. It don't happen. Unfortunately, guys, to fight crime, you gotta whip some ass. Or, yes, it's the Care Bear stare, right? They stand there with their stupid jackets. They say it's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, you let citizens become armed again. You give us the right to own firearms. You give us the right to carry, and then we can handle it that way. Those are your two options, right? But he's not going to take the second option. Obviously, no politician here in New York City is going to take that option. You give us the right to carry firearms, you let us go through the fucking firearms training, and you let us carry some shit in the street, I can fucking guarantee you crime would fucking drop. Because they are not going to sit there and tackle somebody who they think is armed. They're obviously going to pick on the weaker people. They always do that. They always do that. Right? I got into some shit yesterday. And this guy fucking, I'm pretty sure had a knife on him. And I was fucking sitting there taunting him, not the entire time, but most of the time, because he was being a dick. Now, I was, and I have to say this, I was wrong for doing what I did first. But when he started reaching into his pockets, then I started giving him shit. But listen, guys, crime here is out of control, and criminals do not give a fuck. They do not care. They're not scared of the average person out there. citizens on patrol, cops. Yeah, that's what we should go back to. You should call us cops and let us go out there and fucking. He goes, you know, yeah. Listen, I have to be fair. Like the incident goes, there was something parked where it shouldn't have been parked. All right, and it was in the way, and I had to climb over it. So instead of climbing over it or going around it, I threw it out of the way. That being said, he comes outside and he's like, yo, why the fuck you touching a bike? I'm like, yo, it's not even fucking yours. I'm like, it's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. He's like, but you shouldn't have did that. I'm like, you shouldn't have parked it there. You have a bike rack right here and you got a wall right here. You should have parked it there. So that being said, guys, we get into this argument. He goes into his pockets and I'm like, go ahead and pull it out and watch what happens next. So he's like, well, you lucky I don't want to go to jail today. And I'm like, dude, you've been out of jail 2 weeks? Cut the shit. Either we're going to do this or we're not. Let it go. And he's like, fuck you, man. And then he gets on the bike and starts circling. Like, not circling me, but he's like riding in a circle talking shit. He's like, fuck you, dude. I'm like, now I regret doing that because we're not going to get into it now, so I know that. But now he's like just circling like a fucking annoying gnat. And I'm like, fuck. So anyway, he starts talking shit. He's like, this is my block. This is my hood. I'm like, again, dude, you just got out of jail. Shit's changed. No one says that anymore, you know? But anyway, that was that fight. So, oh boy. So Erica in America says, you are absolutely pathetic asshole using gay and vagina in a derogatory way. Unsubscribed, reported for your YouTube terms service violation. Erica, give it your best shot. That's all I'm going to say. I am feeling like an asshole today, so give it your best shot. Anyway, so with that, she's like, you used gay wrong. I don't like the way you did that. Listen, you haven't been following me long enough. And someone said, hey, yo, yes, you reporting me is gay, so thank you. I said it again. Yo, I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously. Like, and yo, everybody is Erica, go to bed. Yeah. Yo, Erica, eat a fucking Snickers bar. You fucking kidding me? And oh, by the way, it's not actually what you call it. It's not a YouTube violation. But whatever. You know, she can say whatever she's gonna say. It'll be fine. Bye, Felicia. Yo, I can't believe that shit. She was like, you used gay wrong. I was waiting for that. And you know what she's going to do? She's going to get her whole band of pronoun gang. And they're going to pronoun the shit out of me. Oh, you called Erica her. We're going to get you. Okay. Again, give it your best shot, guys. Start thinking about this. Oh, boy, Hemingway. Very good. No, Erica needs a nap. She needs a warm bottle of milk, and she needs to go to... And then, what did I say? I said vagina wrong? Whatever. Who gives a fuck? Pronouns weren't used. Yo, she was on the wrong channel for that shit. Like, seriously. Seriously. Get over it, Erica. Or is it Karen? It's both. She said she unsubscribed from me. I can't feel sad. I'm sure I'm gonna do the sad face. I can't. Yeah. What is she gonna be like? He used pronouns wrong and he said gay. Listen, you should listen to my other shit then. Oh my God, she's probably crying into her pillow right now and writing letters to her senator and going on Twitter saying how bad of a person I am. Okay. She must be new here. Awkward Texan, she's absolutely new here. Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, when you watch a channel like mine, what on this channel thinks that I'm politically correct at any stretch of the imagination? You know? Like, I'll insult everybody in any race, and I don't understand why, like, people come here and they go, did you say Chinese Wing Wong? Oh my God. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? If I make fun of everybody, nobody's safe, right? So if nobody's safe, that means the gay community is fucking not safe either. I don't know. Erica had silver hair or purple hair, so what does that mean? A cry for help. She needs a hug. You know what she needs? She needs the NYPD neighborhood safety team. That's what she needs. They'll give her a hug. They'll hug the shit out of her. They'll make her feel safe and warm and you know, and safe, because that's the only thing I can think of right now. Man up, Erica. Erica already clicked off. Erica's not on here anymore. Erica went bye-bye. Erica is screaming into her pillow right now. And she's, you know what Erica's doing right now? Erica's probably screaming into the pillow like, that fucking nigger. That's what she's probably saying. Because she looked, I guess she was white. I don't know. But that's what she's probably saying right now. Because that's what hypocrites do. They fucking do stupid shit like that. Listen, guys, I don't understand why people think this is a fucking politically correct channel. Like, at no point in time have I ever been politically correct. You know? But whatever. I'm still in the chat. Is she? She's probably still Billy the Kid. She's probably still in the chat to monitor what I'm saying. So she can, or she's screen recording. She's probably screen recording and it's going to send it to YouTube. And YouTube's going to look at it and go, all right, lady, what do you want us to do? Demonetize him? Okay. And then that's it. So that's that. Derogatory term towards lower class. Negro was a derogatory term towards lower class. Yeah, stand by me. We get it. But then it became a predominantly used word towards one group of people. I know my history, yo. In the closet, she's probably eating fucking Snickers and screaming into the pillow at the same time. Getting chocolate all over her pillow now because she's fucking mad. Someone said Erica's still in the chat. That's awesome. That's awesome she's still listening. Like I said. Cameron. This is funny. Angryprepper and political correctness. What an oxymoron. Listen, guys, I don't get it. Like, it's just as I get videos demonetized for the one I did about the bird flu. At no point in time did I fucking say anything out of the ordinary, and it got demonetized. So I'm like, oh well, you know. Yeah, so guy said, Jason, when are you going to leave New York? Digging. Hopefully by the end of this year. Actually, guys, so Jumanji Williams, the stuttering politician here in New York City, he is not forcing, but trying to convince the mayor to get kids to be vaccinated before they go back to school in September. If that happens, I will be out of here a lot sooner than the end of next year. So it looks like I'll be in. If this happens, I will be in Texas probably by September, if it happens. So again, they are pushing for him to. Yeah, Jumanji is a film. His name is Jumanji, but you want to say Jumanji. It's just, whatever. It's just making fun of his name. That's all. Someone's probably going to say, that's racist. Because he's black, you're using a jungle name, Jumanji. I don't even know if Jumanji's a jungle name, but whatever. It's insane right now that you can't say anything without people fucking biting your head off. You said that was gay. That is so offensive. I'm going to tell YouTube on you and going to get you in trouble. You know how many... Like, I had people say, I'm talking to YouTube right now, I'm going to get you in trouble. I'm like, what is YouTube going to do? They're going to spank me? I mean, like, seriously. Like, people need to grow the fuck up. Ken Stepp, you know what? Apparently, I can be racist. So, when it comes to white liberals, and I say that for a reason, when it comes to white liberals, apparently I can be racist to my own. Terenza, we are back on point. We're ranting now. Is off the subject. We talked about gas prices, skyrocketing, food skyrocketing. Now we're talking about free speech and shit like that. So, that being said, guys, yeah, you got people fucking always trying to complain about every video, guys. Every video. You'll always have somebody complain about it, and they'll complain enough where YouTube will demonetize it for a little while, and then they'll give, they'll monetize it again once they check it out. But I go through that more often than not. It is what it is. People will complain. Yes, Diggin, right. And it was a good movie. Jumanji was a very good movie, by the way. Off topic. Yeah, listen, there's some people that, they're like, you need to stick back to the program. I'm like, motherfucker, this is my channel. If I want to talk about fucking cheeseburgers and Jumanji, we're going to talk about cheeseburgers and Jumanji. Like, I don't understand why, You need to get Charles Bronson back. Yes, Charles Bronson needs to come back. And Eduardo, thank you for the donation, man. We talk about whatever we talk about here. Once I get done with the topic or the subject, then it's open to whatever the fuck we talking about. It white trans dude can't be racist now. Yeah, all of a sudden, everybody's a fucking racist now. Look at Juicy Smollett, right? He gets out of jail on a fucking individual bond of $150,000. He wants to use racism as the reason why he was going to jail, but it wasn't about fucking racism. It's about money. People with money will always fucking get out of jail or get a get out of jail free card. Always. It comes down to fucking money. Us poor schmoes sitting here on YouTube watching each other or listening to each other, right? We don't get those opportunities afforded to us. We don't, But when people like that complain about racism and then use the fucking same system to fucking skirt the system, then all of a sudden it's not racist anymore. This fucking guy Smollett was fucking complaining about going to jail for a crime he committed, and now he's out on fucking bail or what the hell's it called? His own reconnaissance bail. Bond. Sorry, not bail. Bond. Right? But the rest of us, we can't get that. $150,000. Not $150. $150,000. That was what he posted of himself. So he is protesting his what's it call it? His testimony. Not his testimony, sorry. His verdict. Right? So he's going to fight against the verdict, and he's putting in for an appeal. And the appeal is probably going to get knocked, guys. It's probably going to stay whatever the verdict was. It's not going to get overturned. And he's going to have to go to jail. He's going to do his 5 months or whatever the fucking many months he's doing. But this kid is crying like a fucking bitch. Right? And I mean, like, yo, you committed the crime, man. Own up to it. You were caught on video. Own up to it. You were caught talking to the African twins. Own up to it. You can't fucking try to skirt out of everything. Hudson Valley, you're right. He was on suicide watch. Then they took him on suicide watch, and now he's free. He's fucking, diddling dudes or some shit like that, or whatever the fuck he does on the side, But again, money afforded him that opportunity, nothing else. Jane, I hope not. I hope you're wrong. I hope that this is not some shit where, Juicy Smollett got away with it. I'll try it and see if I can get away with it too. But yo, it's insane. It's insane that we're here, where a motherfucker commit a crime and get out of jail. You could rob a store, get out of jail. You could fake a hate crime, get out of jail. Even though he paid a bond, he's still out of jail. He should be fucking, not under the jail, but he should be in jail. Like, I don't think he should get 5,000 years for it, but he should definitely get a slap on the wrist for it, without a doubt. I mean, the punishment should fit the crime. I don't think he should fucking do 20 years for it, but he should do at least a year or two for it, But whatever, man. It is what it is. Jim, yes, money talks. Absolutely. And that's the thing, man. He's got that money. I'm pretty sure his parents put it up for him. Or rather his sister, who's still acting. Because this kid right now can't get an acting job to save his life. And nobody wants to touch him. He's radioactive right now. Right? Maybe down the line, he could pick up a job if he atones for what he did. But if he's not atoning for what he did now, if he's not apologizing for what he did now, he is not going to ever fucking let that down. And no one's going to let him let it down. So he'll ultimately be screwing himself, just like Kaepernick going back to the NFL to try out for whatever team he was trying out for. I don't know who the fuck he was trying out for. Right? Calling it a racist or a slave organization. Well, yes, Mr. Cobra. Where the fuck was that? I just saw the Cobra sign. Fuck. And it's gone. Yeah, he is done. He's a loser. Whatever. He's toast. He ain't coming back from that. But if he apologized for it, today's society, they accept apologies for everything. He might have had a chance. But he doesn't. Yes, Juicy Smollett's gone crazy. Bro, you know that's coming. Yep, it is. All right, guys. So a couple of minutes, we're going to be headed over to the Angry Truth channel for those of you that are interested in coming over. Oh, wait. Before I go off the air, while I have you guys' attention, I got 3 announcements to make. All right. First one is, guys, I found something very interesting. It was brought to my attention. It's called Off-Grid Suitable Living Bundle. This is, I shit you guys not, guys. This is one of the best things I found online. Now, this guy was allowing me to become an affiliate. I was a little hesitant about it, but I did my research. I actually bought into this thing, and I looked at all of the. There's only one way I could show it to you, not show it to you, but talk about it on here. But guys, this sustainable living shit is pretty fucking interesting. It's called. Sorry. It's called Off-Grid Sustainable Living Bundle. For $50, you get 40 PDF files and online courses on everything from tiny home building, cryptocurrency, organic farming, healthy living, healthy attitude living. It's a ton of shit, guys, for $50. Now, it's only for 10 days. So after the 10 days, guys, it's gone. Now, I bought into it because I was curious. I wanted to make sure I was going to mention something that you guys can absolutely get something out of. Because I'm not going to sell you guys shit or offer you guys anything if it doesn't benefit you guys, right? And it benefits me because I'm looking at some of the shit here and I'm like, yo, van life, I'm in on. Tiny home living, I would definitely love to do or build one of my own once I buy land. But I'm going to send you guys the link right now in the chat, and then I'm gonna post it in the comment section as well. Do me a favor, guys. Just at the very least, take a look at it. Take a look at it and tell me what you think. And tell me what you think in the comment section or email me at angryprepper@gmail.com. This thing is pretty awesome, guys. I was really sold on it. And let's see. So let me show you something. Not show you, but to tell you. Home Medicine 101. Nomad Lifestyle 101, Essentials of Life, Immunity Summit, and Grow Your Own Food documentary. Sorry. So they also have classes as well. So some of these courses, guys, you'll click onto it. It'll tell you $0 means it's free, and then you click onto and it lets you in the shit, guys, like Nomad Lifestyle. This guy has PDF files and videos to watch, almost like a master class, if that makes sense. So let me shut the fuck up and put it in while I can. And I know some of you guys are like, why is he always? Well, because, guys, guess what? As far as selling shit goes now, this is my income. This is my job. I don't have a job anymore. This is how I make money. But I'm only going to offer this if there is something you guys can get out of this. I'm not selling you bullshit. I'm not going to fucking steer you guys in the wrong direction. Yes, White Castles is still around. And thank you for bringing that up, because now I want White Castles. Shit, man. I really want a White Castle. But anyway, guys, I put it in the chat. I put it in the chat twice. All right, guys, and do me a favor, check it out and tell me what you guys think. Secondly, most importantly, guys, nutrient survival. All right, guys, so nutrient survival will repel liberals and hipsters. When you eat nutrient survival, it will give off the scent of freedom. And people will go walk by you, like another freedom-loving person will walk by you and go, oh, man, you're eating that nutrient survival. And so if you eat this stuff, they will stay away from you, like mosquitoes in the woods. So eat nutrient survival, and it will tell liberals who hate freedom and love authoritarianism, that they're going to stay away from you. They will absolutely stay away from you. You don't have to rub it on you. You just have to ingest it. You have to eat it, and then you grow a bigger chest. Ladies, no, but just a broader chest, and then you stand stronger. And they go, wow, look at that dude. He's standing like a man because he's eating nutrient survival. So order that shit. It also hardens your skin from liberal insults. So the more you eat, the harder your skin. When liberals throw temper tantrums like what's her name did earlier, it bounces off your skin, almost like bullets. So anyway, also, guys, my next announcement is Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival is running a bug out weekend. Oh, shit balls. When is he running it? I'm pretty sure Mike's on here. But let me get the correct date now. Mike, if you're on here, he's running the... Wait a minute. What am I doing? I got my calendar in front of me. What a dick. let's see, the 23rd to the 24th. So Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival's Bug Out Weekend is April 23rd to the 21st. Is an overnight. You take your bug out bag with you and you test it out for one night. And guys, I think this is a great test. It's free. You get to hang out with Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, Mike and myself, at Akramdale, New York. All right, guys. So I'll put the information in the description section of this video and the next couple of videos. Also, Prepper Nurse 1 has April 8th through April 10th in West Virginia. He has a gathering going on. If you want to be part of his bug out community or live on or part of his land, you have to contact Prepper Nurse 1 at preppernurse1@yahoo.com. So he is running a gathering. I think it's going to be cool. A lot of people seem to be turning out to this, especially people in the area. I'm absolutely turning out to that. That is April 10th. That's April 8th through April 10th. Contact Prepper Nurse 1 at preppernurse1@yahoo.com. All right, guys. So that was all that commercial bullshit I got out of the way. Thank you for dealing with my bullshit. White Castles is not mystery meat. It's actually rat meat, and it's still good. I'd rather eat that than Spam. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. And if you are interested, we can head over to the Angry Truth channel and talk some more shit about